okay, not to say there won't be like a few more like dilly-dallying chapters, maybe two or three, but I'm feeling like this chapter was the real conclusion to Egghead. This felt like, really the final piece here, and I'm just gonna fucking say it. I've said like in the past I'm holding my like thought like overall thoughts on Egghead and like overall feel it ranking of it until the arc really is like done in its totality. And you know what? Maybe I'm jumping the gun. Maybe there'll be some bullshit more that happens, but I'm gonna say it. I think Egghead is my favorite arc of One Piece so far, and that's a bold statement. I think like before I would have ranked Enies Lobby and maybe like the whole if you count all of the Marineford saga together, I'd probably lump that in as well. But like um this I think this is it. I think Egghead is my favorite arc in One Piece. I think Kuma's backstory is the best backstory in One Piece so far, in my opinion. And just the way this chapter fucking got me. Like, okay, so for context, I read a like early leak last night, and it was a little rough. The cropping was a little rough, and the translation was a little hard to comprehend. So I said, okay, I'm gonna be patient. I read it, and I'm like, okay, before I record my thoughts and talk about it, I'm going to reread it again tomorrow. Sorry, it is so hot in here. I turned off the air condition for like 2 minutes to record this because it's so fucking loud, and it is like I'm already sweating like crazy. I think it's like 95 degrees out today. So yeah, there's no AC on right now, and it's 95 degrees. So that's why if I'm panting, if I'm sweating, that's why. But I suffer for One Piece. I will never suffer as much as Kuma suffered. So I can, I gotta be strong. Anyway, yeah. So this chapter got me so hard emotionally, and I didn't expect it to. Like, I'm tearing up right now talking about it, but like fucking Emeth, man. like the whole ending with Joy Boy and everything. Like, I'm literally crying talking about it right now. God, it fucking got me. It was so emotional, and like just seeing this, like just knowing like just this one like 2 page scene between Emmett and Joy Boy that we got the flashback of was like enough for you to like really understand their whole dynamic and relationship and really understand the context of what Emmett is trying to do today. And it's just it's so good. And like just Emmett being this like giant hulking beast of a robot but having the personality of like an adorable little child is like incredible. And that leads me to believe like a lot of people were saying like Emmett might be the Frankie of the crew, but the like of Joy Boy's crew, but like the energy I got from him was Chopper. Like, and like maybe this is like a giant form of him, like Chopper's like giant monster form, And like that's the energy I got and the dynamic I got between their conversation. And God, just the fact that like when Joy Boy was like, I'm gonna like do this so I can protect you even all the way from the past, always protect you even all the way from the past. God, it got me. It got me. I was fucking crying. Like, so good. Like, the fact that Oda is making me cry over a character that we knew almost nothing about is just like, he's just a genius. He's just the greatest writer ever. And like, God, I'm literally crying thinking about it. Anyway, God, it was so beautiful. And like the implications that like, I don't know if we knew that you could like store hockey in inanimate objects. Like I guess the swords kind of are like that, with armament hockey, stuff like that. Like I guess like we kind of got the gist of it, but I feel like this is a new thing to have like powerful conquerors hockey stored in like a specific little item. That felt very like I feel like that was a new concept. I might be wrong, but God, and like there's the amount of power it showed. Like okay, it was a little unclear, and I feel like the anime might clear this up. But like it was a little unclear as to whether the Gorosei like specifically chose to flee in the face of the hockey, were like fuck it, we're bailing, or if the hockey literally caused them to revert and teleport. It wasn't like very clear. So the immensity of this hockey, like regardless, even if it was just that it caused them to decide to revert and flee, like just that alone is like enough to show like, oh shit, like Joy Boy's hockey like did that. And also Emu was like sweating scared when he felt the presence of Joy Boy's hockey back on the world. Like the Joy Boy must have been some level of power that's like incomprehensible to like the current stage of things. And obviously Luffy will eventually get there in the final battle against Emu, I would assume. But um, like just the fact, just the fact that uh, that it like had such an effect on not only the Gorosei but Emu is like insane. It's like the level of power there. But yeah, and also interestingly, like Emu had another figure in the garden with him that wasn't one of the Gorosei. And unless I'm misremembering, I thought that no one in existence knew about Emu other than the Gorosei. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be misremembering. Maybe he had like an 8 around before, and I just not remembering. But yeah, it was shocking to me. I was like that. I was like, wait. I like had to like stop. Like, wait, there's another person there. But yeah. I'm trying to pause it for a second. Yeah, I really felt like this chapter, the last chapter was kind of like the next, like the One Piece is real chapter, like again for the final saga. um but like this chapter really almost felt like it's starting like the next era, in their history. Like they had the Great Pirate era, like they had the Pirate King era, like, and like things like that. Like I feel like this chapter is starting the next era of that, which is going to be the era that like eventually topple the world government. It really, and like maybe reinstate some form of the ancient kingdom or whatever. And like it really felt like that strong thing, like the way like the speech from that ended, like really rallied everyone across the world into some sort of action. Not necessarily the same action. Like a lot of pirates are like, let's go after the One Piece. Some are like, this is the time for pirates to take over and like, you know, run rampant through Impel Down. Like there's other kingdoms like, we have to do something. Our kingdom's going to sink. Like regardless of what action you're taking, everyone is driven to take action from this. Kobe is like, I have to stop Luffy. And God, it's like there's been this whole theme throughout the whole series of Luffy and Kobe making the same level of progress on these parallel arcs, and the fact that they're eventually going to like now Kobe's ideals and dreams are going to directly clash. So it's like these parallel lines that are eventually going to like converge, and it's just such incredible writing. And like, yeah, this is one of my favorite chapters possibly ever. Like I don't know, it just impacted me so hard. And like it impacted me a bit last night too. I was like definitely thinking about it all night, but like reading it again with a more clean translation and clean scan and cropping was like, oh my god, like this is a masterpiece. And as if One Piece wasn't already a masterpiece, but like yeah, like this chapter really did it. It really solidified and cemented, in my opinion, that Egghead is the best section of One Piece so far. And think about it. We're going from Egghead to Elbaf, maybe Lodestar in there somewhere, Laugh-Tale, Final, we're in the home stretch. And like the home stretch could definitely last 10 years, but like think about it. If Egghead was this good, we have the rest of the series is all like the level 10 bangers we've been waiting for. So like, God, I'm just gushing like crazy right now, but like, God, this was such a beautiful chapter. It hit me so emotionally resonated with me. Like it hit me so hard. Just an absolute masterpiece. I'm so grateful to Oda for giving us this story and giving us these characters and giving us possibly the greatest piece of fiction ever written. I hate that the series isn't over. I mean, I love that the series isn't over because I get to read new chapters every week. But like, I hate that the series isn't over because it could still be ruined. I trust Oda to not make the same mistakes as a lot of his contemporaries, but like, there's just every series has been like, someone pulling into the driveway. Are they turning around? I don't know. I'll wrap it up anyway. Yeah, just that I hate the series isn't over because there's still time to fuck it up. But like, I have such faith in Oda. Just the way he like foreshadows and the way he plans is just insane. And God, oh no, they're going across the street. I don't know why they parked in front of my house, but yeah, absolute masterpiece of chapter. 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100. Best arc, best series. I love One Piece.